we are here to talk about the what if token, ladies and gentlemen. The Robinhood chain came to bring the pain, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to my man Crypto Millie. Shout out to Crypto Lifer and of course Crypto Archie. That is the YouTubers that are carrying what if on its shoulders, ladies and gentlemen. One of the best meme coins in the space. If you want to see the entire song here Crypto Millie did, we're going to get back to that at the end of the video, ladies and gentlemen. But you can also go over to Twitter and check it out yourself. Matter of fact, I reposted it on my Twitter thread, so you can go and check that out. And very quickly, ladies and gentlemen, you already know what you're going to need. Some tools. You're going to need Uphold, you're going to need Mexi, you're going to need Kraken, and you may even need Kinesis money for some tokenized gold. Our referral link for all of those things will be down in the description, ladies and gentlemen. So let's go on over here and take a quick look at Dex Screener. And if you look at Crypto Archie's video, as a matter of fact, I just finished watching it myself. And let's just take a quick look over here. I'm going to show you exactly the video that I was just looking at. If we go to my, there it is. It was just there. And where's the history? History. Robin,
how is everyone?
And this is the video. Robinhood chain memes are about to, make a huge comeback. That's how Crypto Archer's video. He did a live. As a matter of fact, I posted in it a couple of times, and he posted my comments. You can go. If I were you, I would go take a look at that very quickly, because what he does is he goes and he shows this meme coin here, Cash Cat. Now you know me. I'm a hardcore investor, guys. I'm not really into meme coins per se, but hey, you got to get it where you got to get it. And the thing about meme coins is, if we think about it, why do meme coins make money? Because of the token analysis, because of utility, because of real world assets. Nah, usually it doesn't have any of those things. Even though now we're starting to see meme coins being paired with stocks, like I showed in my last video. But Crypto Archie, when in his video, what he does is he goes and he looks at Cash Cat, which is the first meme coin on the Robinhood chain. And it's not just another, cat coin or whatever. Like, this one actually has some lore and a story behind it. But he goes in and he shows, that's why I say go back and look at Crypto Archie's video. And he shows exactly how Cash Cat did what it did. It ran up to 20 cents. It had a lot of X's, went into large market caps, people made six figures or better. And he showed how the chart with the 786 Fibonacci sequence, how it is identical to what's happening to what if right now, ladies and gentlemen. So if we go over here and we look at the if token, all right, it's right here at the top of the chart, and you're going to see if, and then you're going to see this little 500 at the top. Now, of course, as you know, in crypto, you're always going to get these copycats. People are going to make fake coins, and they're going to try and sell you their fake coin. Now, there is one over on Radium that I've seen some, how should I say, some authentic YouTubers, let's call them, take a look at this one, which is on Solana. And as you can see, it has only has $32,000 in liquidity, which is not bad. Has a market cap of 187,000, and that's over on Solana. But that's not the one we want to concentrate on. We want to concentrate on the original one, ladies and gentlemen, because once people start doing it all over the place because see, if you take a look here at this one on Solana, look at the contract address. Obviously, it's different because it's on a different blockchain, and Solana is not even an EVM chain, okay? Matter of fact, if you look at EVM stands for Ethereum Virtual Machine. When you look at Solana, Solana is a SVM, a Solana Virtual Machine, because they are two completely different technologies, ladies and gentlemen. All right, Solana has parallel processing, Ethereum does not, things like that. But anyway, we want to concentrate on the original, because the original is the one that has the backing, ladies and gentlemen. It has, a large community. And as a matter of fact, if we go back here, we take another look. If you look down here, you see a bunch of, what if coins. Take a look at this one, this little one here. And you go down here, there's somebody else. They use a different color and everything. This is on Pump Fund on Solana. Another completely different address, ladies and gentlemen. So you see the theme and the camaraderie starts to get diluted the more people try to sucker you into their coin, because these are just people that created a coin, stole the theme, and as soon as a few 100,000 comes in, they're gonna rug everybody. Okay, you don't want that. Okay, you just go with the original and be happy with that, because we're gonna ride this, saying, to a Valhalla, as some people would like to say. Now, what happened? I had like $1,000 worth of the meme coin of this what if right here, and I had another one. I sold that one out, and this one here, it dropped from it got up to 1 cent, and then it dropped back down to 0.0039, which is under a half of a penny, So naturally the principal goes down or whatever. So what did I do? Did I freak out? Did I buy high and sell low? No, I did not, ladies and gentlemen. What I did is I bought more, ladies and gentlemen. I threw another $1,000 in, okay? And as a matter of fact, we go down here. I just, if we take a quick look down here, I just bought some more before I made this video. And we may even see me down here. You see people are buying in. 1,095 there. You got other people over here. 236 there. So you see, if you go down here, you look on Deck Screener, you're going to see people buying in. Another $1,000 there. And people are buying in so much I can't even find where I am, But take a look at that chart just above as I scroll down and look for where I am, ladies and gentlemen. So, yeah, that's me right there. Nope, that's not me. Yep, that is me. That 464 right there, that's me right there, guys. That's me right there. All right. And I just bought that before I made this video, and I added on because I put $500, almost $600 in early, then I put another, so that totals another $1,000 that I threw in on top of what I already had, because this has the ability. Just look at that chart, ladies and gentlemen. That's the 15-minute chart. We go to the 1 hour. This is what we're starting to see here. We're starting to see, as you see, it topped out up here at almost 1 cent, you see, and then it came down, and then of course we were due for that because we had an extreme climb, as you can see. Look at that climb, ladies and gentlemen. If we go out to the 4-hour chart, you take a look at this climb. Take a look at that, and this is what I showed you on the chart previously. So of course you got to cool off coming. So we went up here all the way up to 1 cent, and then we had to drop down, of course. But now, like I said, if you look at Crypto Archie's video, he shows the chart that this exact thing happened to Cash Cat. And then once it hit that support line at the Fibonacci 786, and he'll show you that video. I'm not going to go through that because, why reinvent the wheel? He already did it. Go watch his video. But this is what's going on with What If, ladies and gentlemen. So being that I got a couple of $1,000 in here, like, I'm looking to make, anywhere between, I don't know, 50 to maybe, 6 figures, what I'm saying? We may get over 100,000 ultimately with this, but even if we get half that, what I'm saying, I'm happy with that, So, but this has a theme to it. I mean, like, this is actually exciting, ladies and gentlemen. This is something that you can actually get excited about and actually, be involved and believe in something, So this is, as I showed you before in the last video, it's a community takeover. The dev walked away. I'm not going to sit here and read this thing, but make a long story short, the dev walked away. The community took over. Crypto Archie, Crypto Millie, and Crypto Lifer, I think his name is. They came in and they really laid down their support. As a matter of fact, Archie's making a video or two for the last like 3 days. I've and whenever I see his video, I stop what I'm doing and I watch his video, and Archie really has deep conviction in this thing, and it's his conviction that inspires my conviction, and I've been hanging out with Crypto Archie for well over 5 years, ever since I entered crypto, so I know that he just doesn't grab onto just any old thing, so I'm rolling with Crypto Millie and Crypto Archie and Crypto Lifer, you know what I'm saying? And we're gonna do this thing, and I know that it has a lot of life in it because I've seen some meme coins get up to 423 million market cap, ladies and gentlemen. This one only has a $6.7 million market cap. I mean, it's way up from where it started, of course. We've got 279K in liquidity, you know. So if we're at 6.7 million market cap now, just imagine if we reach 100 million market cap, 200 million or 400 million, you know, like some of these other coins did that doesn't even have the lore, doesn't even have the backing, doesn't even have the community, you know, doesn't have the question of what if, it doesn't have the hope, it doesn't have the optimism, you see. So let's go on back and let's take a quick look at Mr. Crypto Millie video on what if. You know, these guys are really going all in. My man even made a song about it. Like to hear it. Here it go.
What if we fly when they say we fall? What if the walls weren't there at all? What if the dream that lives in your head was the future waiting to be called? They said slow down, we said watch that. Turn a small spark into a cosmic shell. This ain't a moment, this is a moment. What if? I was chasing shadows, building from nothing, turning wild ideas into something that's coming. They see the question mark, I see the door, they see the ceiling up, they see the stars on the floor. Every failure was a level up, every doubt was just a setup, and then dreams were the real world grind. Future in my hands and the universe aligned. What if tomorrow starts tonight? What if we rewrite every line? What if imagination is the weapon we choose? And the only thing stopping us is never the truth. What if movement?
What if, ladies and gentlemen, the only thing stopping you is you. I saw people in the comment section of Crypto Arch's video and they sitting there fudding and stuff. A lot of times I says, well, what if you stop fudding and sitting on the sidelines and bought in? Because the only thing that makes this thing a success is us, ladies and gentlemen. So if you want this to be a success, then you need to buy in and you need to ride this wave to the top right along with us as we continue to go ahead and get this crypto. What if?